Hey, Rise Builders. So, let's talk about where we need to stop blaming other people and it's time for us to grow. It is time for us to grow. We can no longer blame others for where we are. A lot of times we're blaming the government. Ugh, I shouldn't even use that one for an example because I don't even want to go into politics. But I'm not, but I'm just saying that's one example. And sometimes they are to blame because they're making some bad decisions, but still we have the ability to govern ourselves. We want to blame our parents, for how we were treated as kids. And again, those parents could have done some things and trampled over our emotions and did some things to us physically. But at some point, we got to pull ourselves up by the boot and move forward. We just can't keep allowing people to keep their fingers on us and hold us hostage and hold us down. Maybe there's an ex who treated you like crap. Let's just say it what crap. This treated you really, really crappy. But at some point, you got to say, you know what? I'm no longer with him. I'm no longer with her. I am moving forward with my life. An employer who trampled all over you. No. I'm not going to just keep living in the past. I'm going to strap up my boots and I'm going to move forward. I'm the cheerleader today, y'all. I am the cheerleader today because we got to start moving forward. We got to stop all this blame game. Blame, I'm blaming my mom. I'm blaming my dad. I'm blaming my sister. I'm blaming my cousin. I'm blaming. It's tiresome. It's tiresome. You have to say, you know what? I am wiping the slate clean. I'm tired of this. You got to get to the point where you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. You are just tired of letting people drag you. You just got to get tired of being dragged and say, you know what? This is a new day. I'm starting fresh today. I'm starting over today. I'm going to start rebuilding my life today. Galatians 6:5. For each one should carry their own load. I got to carry my own load. If it's something about me I don't like, I have the ability to change it. Whether it is through going to class, it is going to counseling, it is going and laying before God. I am going to change this and carry my own load today. This verse reminds us that while we can support one another, we are ultimately responsible for our own actions, decisions, and growth. It encourages personal accountability and integrity in our own faith journey. It's some things we got to do. We can't keep pointing the finger because when we point the finger, you see these other fingers that come back at us. These are coming back at us. Yeah, you might have done something to me, but I got something I can do to get over that. Yeah, I'm not saying that this person didn't hurt me. I'm not saying they didn't hurt you. I'm not saying they didn't mistreat you. I'm not saying they didn't lie on you. But what I am saying is, what are you going to do to get over that hurdle? What are you going to do to get over that hurdle? Yeah. So, y'all know my motto. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to D. So, you don't make excuses. Period. We're going to stop with all the excuses. Let's say for example, let's say you go on an interview. You interview really well. You want this job and they're offering the great benefits and everything you're looking for. And they call you. Hey, Tanya, Miss Jones, I want to offer you X amount of dollars. Can you start on Monday and be there at 8 o'clock? Oh, yes, I can be there. And you start the job. You start off at the job. You're there at 8 o'clock. But then you're 2 months in and you done started coming in at 8:15. You done started coming in at 8:30. And know what you're saying? Well, the traffic is so heavy. My babysitter wasn't ready. I couldn't, my tires was flat. You're consistently making up all these different excuses. Now, you're excited to get the job. You wanted the job. You wanted the pay increase. You got all of that. But then 2 months in, you start making all these excuses. No, that's not the route to go. We can't do that. We got to start out and keep that excitement. We got to keep that momentum going, because you prayed to God for this job. You done got this job, and now you're doing what? You're not being of that same character who showed up at the interview. And I'm challenging everybody right now, including myself. What is it that we were doing, and we were doing it at a good pace, and then we left off? We're not tapping in anymore. We're not tapping in. I mean, are you still tapping into your marriage? Are you still being, excited to see your spouse? Are you still tapping in with your kids? Are you showing up at their programs, at their activities? Or are you making excuses? Even children would get tired of the excuse. Oh, I'm going to come pick you up Saturday and we're going to go to the mall. Oh, I'm going to come pick you up and we're going to go to the park. Oh, I'm going to come pick you up and we're going to do this or do that. Kids are not stupid. They are very smart parents. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Do it. Blaming others is a common human reaction, often driven by emotions, personal insecurities, or learned behaviors. While it may provide temporary relief, it ultimately prevents personal growth and resolution. So, avoiding responsibility. Blaming others allows us to step aside accountability and avoid facing uncomfortable truths about our own actions. Ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. Amen, 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 amen. Yeah. So what we want to do is practice self-reflection before pointing fingers. Ask, what role did I play in the situation? What did I do? What did I say? How could I have done this better? Is it just this person's fault? When me and my husband get into our little heated discussions, the first thing I love to say is, accountability, And yeah, I'm big on accountability. But then once I say accountability, I have to go back and look at what I did. And I don't like to do that because I want to be right. I want to show him that I was right. And then God will show me, have several seats, D. You are not right. You are not all the way right. There are some rooms of improvement for you. I'm like, me? Who, me? Take ownership by focusing on solutions rather than fault. We all want to say whose fault it is. Whose fault is it? Okay, emotional protection. Sometimes blame arises from emotions such as anger, disappointment, or frustration. It can be easier to shift responsibility onto someone else other than process our own feelings. We don't like to tap into our feelings. We don't like that. It's easier just to push it on someone else. So practice emotional regulation techniques like deep breathing, journaling, discussing your feelings with a trusted person. Seek constructive ways to express emotions rather than assigning the blame game. We need to remove that. We got to learn behaviors from environment. This is a big one. Learn behaviors from environment. Many people grow up in environments where blame is normalized, making it an ingrained habit. This can lead to difficulty in problem solving and hinder relationships growth. You grew up in a household where nobody was on time. Everybody is late. Late to work, late to church, late getting ready to go to the activities, late, late paying bills. You know, some people are late paying their bills every month, and you rather pay a fee. So your bill is, let's say your bill is $500, but if you're late, you're gonna have a $50 fee. So you're gonna pay $550 every month. I actually spoke with someone, and they told me, she said based off of the way she got paid, it was easier for her to pay the late fee, and her late fees were not cheap. It wasn't $50. Her late fee was like $150. So her rent was like, let's just say $1,400. So you add that $1,400 plus $150. $150 times 12 a year. You're gonna pay that every year in late fees. And you know the late fees are going to go up every year. So maybe that year it was $150. The following year, $175. Then $200. No, that's not the way to go. She could take that money and put it in a high yield savings account and accrue extra money off of that. We got to start thinking. So yeah, develop a mindset of shared accountability in personal and professional relationships. Encourage a culture of problem solving and teamwork rather than blame in families, workplaces, and social circles. So we need to be talking and working on breaking cycles. Break every chain. So let's just really think about how we can do better in this area of blaming others. Let's take accountability and let's grow. And until next time, continue to grow and glow in the Lord. See how I did that one? Have a good one.